Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. Want to win in life's challenges? To know the will of God and have more passion for Him? Practical help right now with Tak Bana and Running with Fire.
Thanks for joining me today, and I'm going to talk about a topic and a theme that's very deep and very strong in my heart, and I trust it's going to be a blessing and an inspiration to you as well. Please feel free to share what I share with other people, friends that you know, or people that you might think will be encouraged or impacted by what we share throughout the course of this week. So I'm going to take you back in history. How about that? Let's go to 1857, and we're going to talk about a time when the Irish population was 8 million people. 1 million had died in a potato famine. Wow, that's unusual. Churches were dry, and in desperation, Christians began to pray like never before. In 1857, prayer burden spread across the nation. Imagine that, a prayer burden just spreading. Imagine that across your nation, across our nation. That would be incredible. Hundreds of prayer meetings, and they reckon 20,000. Can I repeat that? 20,000 gathered for a prayer meeting in Dublin's Botanic Gardens. Would you take a guess? Do you reckon something might happen if that took place? Well, something did happen. 1859, revival swept Great Britain, and over 1 million people were saved. 1 million people were saved. And the impact, that interesting, is huge on children and on teenagers. They said teenage boys and even 12-year-olds were conducting street meetings. I wonder if you've got a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old. This is what happens when a revival. And so the social change was dramatic. That's what I really like about revival. Some places there were no crime. Wow, I'm in West Auckland here. Boy, we could do with a season of no crime or a few years of no crime. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Landlords of pubs got saved, and so what happened is the pubs would close down. Let me fast forward, if you can come with me 90 years, to the 1949 Hebridean revival. Two sisters. I love this story. They're both in their 80s. Listen to this. One is blind. The other has severe arthritis. And they would pray 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. One of them has a vision of the church full of young people. And at that time, there was not a single young person in church, attending church. Heavens began to open. And after one prayer meeting, Duncan Campbell, who was a key player in this whole revival, says at 3 a.m. along a country road, because he's coming home after a prayer meeting, there's three men on their faces crying out to God for mercy. Oh man, I'd love to see this. It might be me actually crying out for mercy. There's a light on in every home. This is 3 o'clock in the morning. Hundreds of young people, they're at this dance, and they're suddenly overcome with the conviction of sin, and they make their way to the church. And many others, without any explanation, got out of bed and literally ran to church. We can't get them running to church at 9 a.m. in the morning. This is at 3 a.m. in the morning. So the church was packed with 800 people. The Holy Spirit began to move. Many wept. Hundreds were saved. But you know what was interesting? 75% of them saved got to church. They were saved before they got to church or even heard a sermon. The fear of God gripped so many people. I've never personally heard more talk. I've been in this game 40-odd years of prayer and about revival. I mean, I think what's happened is this. People have tried everything else. All the methods, all the strategies, all the plans, all the leadership lectures and sessions and the conferences. I mean, we've done it all, the secret services. Nothing has worked. And people are realizing there's only one answer. We need an awakening. We need God. Call it what you like. We just need God to pour out His Spirit. If you don't like the word revival, can I just put it this way? We need God to turn up. Big time, so that people's lives are impacted, people's lives are changed, transformed, the power of God flows, and lives are revolutionized, and then it goes out and impacts the community. If this is taking some interest in your heart, please share it with others, but also tune in again tomorrow.
Tak Bana is the Senior Pastor of Church Unlimited in Auckland, New Zealand. For more information, to make contact or to listen again, look for Running with Fire at our website, vision.org.au. Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.